Alrighty, champions. I know it's been a while since we've put out a sneak peek, so I appreciate your patience, and I want to say thank you for that. Tonight is going to be a bigger reveal than normal to hopefully make up for some of that. But we're not just doing screenshots or patch notes tonight. We're talking about real systems that are being implemented right now, and that will be available to you come day one as we step foot into this new world. And so we're going to look at player economy. We're going to look at the competitive scene and talk about some new exciting things there. We're talking about community towns for the first time. That's a big one. Seeking after some of those rare Pokemon, and maybe just a few surprises that we haven't even revealed at all at this point. So we're going to start though with the economy, and you get a small aerial view here of our spawn market. This is located in our spawn island, and this is our player shop market here. And so what I want to do is detail for you how player shops actually function and what you're going to be able to access day one by default. And so player shops are run through these very special blocks. They look like a barrel from vanilla Minecraft, and every player will be able to do up to 6 of these anywhere in the world, right? Wherever you want to set up your shop, you're more than welcome as long as someone else hasn't claimed that area already. And setting one of these up is again, it's very simple. You simply drop the block, you add the items to it that you want to sell. You can sell one item in each barrel. You set the price, you set how many of them out of your inventory that you want to sell, and it's live. It's off and running, right? And players can purchase items from you through these blocks. And so let me show you. I'm just going to right click on this. It's going to be up a very simple UI, and it's going to ask me what I want to sell. I'm going to drop this iron ingot in here on the left to tell it that's what I'm selling. Click on the hopper. I don't want to sell the entire stack. I'd rather just sell half. So I enter in 32 and hit validate here. And then finally, how much do I want to sell them for? Oh, I'd like to sell them for $100 a piece. And that's it. I simply hit escape and walk away. My shop is live. I have a nice, neat hologram here that anyone can see as they walk by, right? They can see what's being sold, how many's available, what the price is for the item. But where things get real interesting in this space, especially, is we're at the spawn market, right? And players can actually rent these spawn shops for an entire season. And if you rent one of them, yeah, sure, you gain access to the premium real estate, the nice foot traffic. People can warp to spawn and easily get to your shops, right? But you also get another feature that's pretty nice. You see, by default, you get 6 of these that you can place throughout the world, but you really don't want to use that allotment here. So we're going to go ahead and give you an additional 6 shops that you can place here at spawn, just at spawn, if you rent one of these market stalls. So at that point, you basically double your ability to sell items to the world. This is something that we've always wanted to do. It's something that we tried to do at the end of our old world, but it just didn't hit right because the economy wasn't in the right place for it. We're doing this from day one, ensuring that the economy is a player-run economy. So that's what the community has asked for time and time again, and we listen, and we want to try and implement the systems that the community really wants. Which leads us to our next system. So let's head over there real quick. This is one that I'm pretty excited about. It's something that we just haven't had the capability to introduce in the past. And that's right. You saw the title. It's the Wonder Trade system. It's exactly what you think it is. It's the traditional Pokemon Wonder Trade, right? You take a Pokemon that you don't necessarily want anymore, that you're okay parting ways with. You drop it into the system. And then as you send it in, you receive back a completely random Pokemon from some other player, or potentially maybe the server itself, somewhere else, right? And so, real simple. We're just gonna click on the block here and open up the UI. I'm okay giving up the Abra for now. We're gonna go ahead and send it away for trade, and I get a neat arena back. And that's actually one that I dropped in there myself. It even tells you who put it in there, which is kind of cool. And so I've already kind of preloaded it with a few Pokemon. But that was very quickly, right? You get to see, you get that Pokemon back very quickly. It's pretty nice. And so breeders can drop in extras that they don't need. Hunters can drop in those that they may have caught duplicates of. New players can come here and possibly get lucky with a drop. And sometimes you never know. You might get something just, absolutely incredible out of here. And so this system, again, it creates that constant circulation of Pokemon throughout the world, which is something that we've wanted for a really long time, and we're very excited to actually implement this in our world. Okay, let's get back over here. Let's head back over. Actually, I'm just going to take off and fly just for sake of time. We're going to head over to the stadium. And as we head that direction, I kind of want to introduce the next topic, which is kind of getting into the more of the competitive scene. This is something that we've custom crafted. This was this concept came from our competitive director team, and it is a brand new mod in conjunction with a new style of competitive play. And so we custom crafted a mod to facilitate this, but the idea itself, this new tournament style idea, is something that no one else really has in the Cobblemon space that we're pretty excited to bring to the community. And so normally, in competitive Pokemon, you're going to bring your own team that you've bred and trained and optimized. But this system kind of takes that idea and completely flips it on its head. Right? And this system, and this is just one of many competitive systems that we have and are continuing to develop, but this is the newest one that we're excited about. In this system, players enter with absolutely nothing. And so from day one, it's viable. You don't bring any Pokemon, you don't bring any items, any armor, nothing. Right? And so when the tournament actually begins, the mod that we've custom built, it generates a completely randomized team just for you. And just kind of give you a sense of comfort, every team has been custom built, and it gets filtered through multiple different power tiers. And so you have a high power, a mid power, and a low power tier. And the mod itself is designed to provide you a randomized team from these lists. And everyone gets the same level of power from these lists. All the Pokemon are level 50. And every player also receives a number of items, be it held items to give to your Pokemon, nature mints to ensure that you can update their nature if you'd like to, TRs to customize their abilities or their move sets, and EV vitamins to help train those Pokemon to their maximum capacity. Now, you don't get enough vitamins for every Pokemon to max out, so you have to be selective. And your TRs may only be able to be used on, you might be able to use them on 3, but you have to make a choice, right? And so you're going to have to make some choices on your customization of your team. But everyone starts in the same place with the same power level and with the same typing of items, although they will be randomized as well. And the system handles everything. This new custom crafted mod, it handles the pairings and who's going to battle who. It teleports you to where you need to be. It tracks your results, the standings, and it posts everything in Discord. So the entire tournament, in essence, runs itself. And when the tournament ends, guess what happens to all that stuff you are given? Well, it's not fair to just simply walk away with it. As you depart the tournament grounds, everything disappears. The team, the items, everything. Right? And so no one can farm this system. No one can exploit it. It's just pure competition. And we're excited to bring this because, again, it doesn't require you to be the ultimate legendary hunter. And the person that goes out and finds that super rare legendary day 1 or day 2 is not going to have any more advantage over anyone else in this system. Right? But we're also very excited because we're going to debut this in a really neat way. At the end of our transition into this new world, this kind of test phase that we're going to have for the first 2 weeks or so, we're going to host our final Season 3 championship. It's been something that's been on our mind for a while. How do we wrap up Season 3 in a big way? And we thought, why not showcase this brand new opportunity to allow players to be competitive, to compete with one another in a fair and equal way regardless of how much exposure or what you find in the new world in the first few weeks. Right? This tournament is going to officially close out Season 3. And at the very same time, as soon as it's over, officially launch Season 0 of the new world. That's what we're excited about, on top of many other competitive builds that are coming. It's just one of another amazing lineup that we've developed from a competitive side, because competitive is our background, right? That's what we've been about since day one. And so, moving on from competitiveness and economies and wonder trades, it's now time to talk about the town system that we've built. And so, one of the most important systems that we're developing for our new world isn't really about Pokemon at all, right? It's about community. And so, towns can now become, for the first time, officially server-recognized townships. That's what we're calling them. That's just kind of our buzzword for it. And there's some requirements for that. You have to have at least 3 active residents. You have to have a developed town center of some kind. And you have to have a designated representative for that town who will speak to the leadership team for anything that town may need or need resolved. And so when the township is approved, you will receive real support from the server. And that support looks like an official warp to your township. So anyone can come there and visit your player shops, for example. You're going to get additional claim blocks to ensure that your town buildings and infrastructure can be protected without having to utilize the majority or all of your own personal claim budget. And then you're also going to be listed on our official town registry, where your members and a little bit of information about your background and kind of what you're all about can be listed on our website and the Discord. But then the next highest level of town is something that we're calling gym cities. And gym cities have always been the backbone of our server. It's been, since day one alpha, the intent or the vision behind our world was to promote and build gym cities and communities inside of them that support that gym and really rally behind defending and promoting that gym, right? And so gym cities are going to be major destinations of our world. And there's a reason for that. Every gym city is going to have the opportunity to activate city-wide, or maybe even outside the city, buffs that last for up to 2 weeks. That's right. Unique improvements that only impact that city and the surrounding area for up to 2 weeks. And some examples of those look like farming buffs, maybe growth rates, breeding bonuses potentially, or access, battle tower activity maybe, maybe increased shiny odds, and many more things to come. And so moving forward, towns are not just going to be decorative. They're not going to be just infrastructure to hold all your stuff while you're gone, right? They're actually going to influence gameplay, both from an economic perspective as well as many other perspectives, depending on the gym leader and their town and what buff they want to pursue, right? And how they want to define themselves during that period of time. It's something that is very unique. It doesn't exist in the system or in the space at all, and something that we're very, very excited about. Let's drop down over here and go check out the battle tower again. That reminded me, we need to reveal some updates that have happened there. Getting a glimpse of what spawn might look like for you as we head over to the battle. We're going to talk to the attendant here. And they're going to send us into the battle tower. Let's go ahead. Yeah, I'm ready. So we're going to go ahead and click on this battle tower block. And for the first time, we can reveal our battle tower shop, if you will. System is built out. You can see some of the items here available to you right away. This is going to include things like rare held items, other competitive resources that are going to be highly sought after. And so when you compete in the battle tower, as you defeat trainers inside, you're going to earn battle points. You can see in the top right corner of my UI, I have 250 just for testing purposes here. And these points, as you can see, can be exchanged kind of like a currency. They can be exchanged for these rewards. And you're going to be given the opportunity to toggle on and off the legendary option. If you leave legendaries off, you can't bring legendaries to the battle, but you get far more points for your victories. Whereas if you bring legendaries, you still get a few points, but not nearly as many. And so it's something to keep in mind, right? It's a place where skill really matters. And so as I scroll down through here just to kind of give you an idea of what we might be looking at, you can see some items that we've never had before and other items that have been wanted by the community for a long time that we're bringing easy access to. Some pretty cool stuff, for sure. Stuff that we're pretty excited about. All right, that's going to get us over to our last system that I want to unveil for now. Let's go ahead and take the elevator back down. Pretty simple, right? Go ahead and pass all these folks up. And we're going to come out here and turn left over here to this building with a green roof. One of the really cool new systems to our world. The Safari dimension. Right? This is a completely separate dimension. All right, let's go ahead and make that known. It has 18 biomes within it. And each biome is themed around a specific Pokemon type. And each biome contains Pokemon divided into 4 rarities: common, uncommon, rare, and ultra rare. But the Safari itself has special rules. So you can't battle Pokemon here. You can only catch them using Safari balls. And Pokemon, believe it or not, can actually flee from you. And so if they break out of too many Safari balls, you'll see a warning message, and you'll have a certain amount of time before they run away. Right? You can use a bait item to try and calm them down. Or you can use mud balls, a new item as well, to increase the catch rate at the risk of making them upset and running away. The really good news is, though, there's also shiny Pokemon in Safari. And so you'll have another opportunity to go after very specific Pokemon in these really cool biomes that have been developed in the Safari world. So let's just go ahead and head on over there. A very neat area for sure. Some really cool biomes that have been crafted. They look amazing. And it's very easy to travel from one to the next. And so while you do have a certain amount of time per day that you can spend in here, you're going to have ample opportunity to get after those Pokemon that you're looking for. And so this is only a small part of what's coming, but we've got new systems, new mechanics, new competitive formats, and a completely new dimension to explore. And so as you know, the countdown is already begun. It's on the website. You can see it now. March 15th is right around the corner, and the new world is going to begin. It's something that we are beyond excited to bring to the community, to be a part of ourselves. It's something that we are very much looking forward to. And again, appreciate your patience as we continue to build this out for you and for the rest of the community. And we're looking forward to your feedback. We're looking forward to your excitement and can't wait to hear what you think about the new steps that we're taking for Cobblemon Champions. Talk soon.